I think it just looks ridiculous. Can Pinterest save my corner cabinet conundrum? Let's find out. In my opinion, corner cabinets are the bane of any kitchen layout. Just deep crevices, dark, hard to get at, hard to reach, hard to access, stuff falls in the back, stuff gets lost in the back, you're on your hands and knees. If they're not accessorized properly, taken care of properly, organized properly, they're a real nuisance in the kitchen. So I went to Pinterest to see if there's anything on there that could help us with our corner cabinets. Let's see. Ooh, those handles are, what in the world? Okay. For a display in a showroom, I would say you should probably replace this with something that actually works. For the fact that you have to like push that thing closed, nobody's gonna want this. Oh, close that thing, close that thing, close that thing. All right, that's disgusting. Come on, Pinterest, you gotta do better than this. Let's go on to the next one. All right, corner drawer. Oh, buddy just kicks that thing. There you go. All right, so corner drawers, they're on push mechanisms. There's no need for handles. That's pretty good, I guess, if you're not into handles. And they're all on mechanisms that are soft close and pull the door in. Wow, there you go. So I just love how he kicks the door to start. I'm gonna get a pot, honey. All right, bam, bam, bam. I like this one because you don't have to bend over to pull out that bottom drawer or any of the drawers. You can just give it a touch, a tap. I don't suggest that you go kicking it with your foot, but you can do that. Just be careful that you don't damage your drawer front. For me, it's the accessibility factor that I like corner drawers because the stuff that is in the back, in that deep, dark corner, can be pulled out, at least that you can get at it. So while there's a little bit of space lost, the space that is usable is the most usable, and I like that. All right, let's keep going. Just a lazy Susan. Wow. Look at the handle on that door. Okay, so that's just a lazy Susan. It's not even a nice lazy Susan. The only thing good about that is the door was hinged correctly. This is a really cool solution. If you look at this, this is just a picture that I found on Pinterest. It is the 3-bin recycle center. I used to sell these when I was selling kitchens in a brick and mortar store, and these were actually pretty popular. There's 3 of these bins. They rotate fairly easily and they come out fairly easily. So this is a pretty good solution in my opinion for a corner base. What have we here? This looks like something I would do by blocking off the corner and putting in 2 drawer banks on either side. Well, let's have a look. No, of course not. It's a lazy Susan attached to a drawer front. Oh wow, I want to see that again. Here we go. That's kind of like a drawer when you think about it. It's as much storage as you'd get for a drawer. I'm actually kind of impressed with this. I think Pinterest has a win on this one. Just when you thought that something was new and innovative, you see it back in the 70s. Clearly this is quite an old kitchen. And there you have it. I had never seen these before, and when I came across this I thought, this is really interesting. And then I seen this picture and I thought, wow, someone thought of this long ago. Like, I'm intrigued by this. I didn't even know this was an option. And I've been in this business for 20 years. I think I've seen everything. It looks cool because it looks like a blocked off corner with the drawer fronts, so you don't have the doors there. I like that look. I am actually quite impressed with this. Let's see what this has to offer. Lazy Susan hack. Yeah, okay. That's just a, oh man. Okay, it just seems massive and bulky and just, I don't know. It doesn't seem like you can store as much in there as you'd think you would be able to. I mean, those side little things there, they're not really that useful. So part of me is like, this is pretty good. Part of me is not pretty good. Let me know what you think. It's like having corner drawers, which I think are pretty good because you get the access to the deep back and you get a little more storage with the sides. So I'm on the fence. Not too bad. It's a pretty big bulky unit though, but I guess it gets the job done. All right, what have we here? Whoa. This is flying on those. Hoi! Wow. Have you seen one of those before? I've never seen that before. I want to look at that again. Wow, okay. A lot of plastic in there. Just flies out. You think you see everything, but there's always these little gems that are out there. Now, I don't think I would go for this one in particular. It looks like a lot of moving parts that could break and go wrong, and most of them are plastic. And if you look at it again, let's look at it one more time, notice that the 2 rails that come out, they don't look that strong. I'm pretty sure that if you put any weight on those first 2 pullouts, that they're gonna snap clean off They're only attached with some screws, though they're attached further in the back. A lot of plastic in there. I'm not super impressed with the overall execution of this, but this is a really good start, and I think this could actually go somewhere, so good on you. All right, looks like we're getting into some blind corner solutions. Okay, mechanical mechanism there. Well, that's pretty cool. Little hydraulic arms, little pistons. As long as the mechanisms are high quality and it doesn't break, that's pretty good. This is a pretty good solution. I mean, it probably costs a pretty penny to have something like this. It looks pretty cool. It looks nice. It looks high-end. That's nothing wrong with that. So good job, Pinterest. Wow. Cool. Okay, stop. You know the best part of this unit is? It's those little handles. Those little handles that you use to pull it out. Those are the best part. I like those little handles. It's like they thought of every little detail, and that's what I like about this. It doesn't get any more functional than this. I think this is the best solution so far that I've seen for a blind corner, because of the fact that they come right out. They come right out into the kitchen space, and everything's right there, and then they tuck away. The lemons. Lemons? Lemons? I have no idea how to say that correctly. However, you can correct me later. That's just a monster of a lemons. Wow. Yep. There it is. Wow, the Le Mans, I think a Lamaze class every time I say the word Le Mans. While this is a great option, it might not be great if something falls off the back, but this stores quite a bit. It utilizes almost as much space as possible. The rails aren't high enough for me. I think that something could easily fall off of this, and if you look in the back of that cabinet, if you look way back in there, it's just so deep, and with that mechanism in the way, you'd never be able to get in there. So while I like it, I don't like it for other reasons, but you know, it's an option. It's a pretty good option, really. Next one. Okay. Oh gosh. Yes, put that back in there. Okay, this is what would be called a Half Moon Super Susan, because it pulls out. So instead of just rotating out, it rotates out and pulls out to make it a little bit more functional. But I don't know. I just don't like it. To be fair, it's something. And it's something that works, and you do have access to that space in the back that you can store things. But in this particular situation, a bank of drawers there would be probably just as functional than having this, in my opinion. Let me know what you think. So here we go again, just another Le Mans. This one isn't as great as the one we've seen before because there's not as much space, but it does pull out. It is a great place to store your pets and whatnot. That cat's like, whatever. Why are we doing this? The overall great thing about the Le Mans is that it brings things out of the cabinet, the same as the Magic Chef, though the Magic Chef versions do a little better job at maximizing the amount of space. These Le Mans systems are pretty good, better in my opinion than the Half Moon Lazy Susans or even the Super Susans. These things pull out to make everything accessible. I like that about them. And you can also store your cat on it. Cool. All right. This looks like a homemade job, which is great. I think this is pretty ingenious. It looks like a homemade version of a Magic Chef type of cabinet. And the cool thing about this is that you're not using a standard size blind corner. This is a pretty ingenious way to use that dead space. This would never fit a regular Lazy Susan. It would never fit a regular Le Mans. It would never fit a Magic Chef. This, in my opinion, is a really, really smart way to do that corner, to be able to access that space that is really going to be blocked off. What I like about Pinterest is that you can find things that you've never seen before, and they might be solutions that you can use in your own kitchen if you have something like this. Good job, Pinterest. All right, next one. Okay. Ooh, the corner pantry. Nice. I don't like corner pantries at all. However, in this particular case, if you notice that this corner pantry is not full depth. I don't know if this is by necessity or if it was by design, but if it was by design, good job. Everything's right there. You don't have to go reaching for it. It's not out of the way. It's not deep. It's not hard to get to. This is a really great way to do a corner pantry. I like it. All right, let's look at this thing. What in the world? That's a lot of metal. Wow. That thing is crazy looking. This is just a metal version of the wooden one we looked at previously. How do you get that inside the cabinet? I guess you have to drop it in from the top? I don't even know. Does it come in pieces? Does it assemble inside? So many questions. It's a great way to utilize the storage space that's available in that cabinet. I'm just not a super fan of it. I think it just looks ridiculous. I'm sorry, if you have one of these, I apologize. This is definitely better than nothing. So here's the thing with all of these solutions. I'd rather have this than just have an empty void of a cabinet with a shelf that's hard to get at. At least you can rotate this thing, you can put stuff on it, you know, you pull it out, you can pull out the back unit, it works. It's a great way to do it. Awesome. Way to go, Pinterest. Okay. Is this sped up or is he doing it that fast? I gotta like look at this one more time. Hold on. He rushes in, grabs it, spins it around, right round. So another version of this same type of thing, spins it around. Is it something that I'd be spinning around both ways? Maybe, depending on which side I'm standing on. I guess I'd spin it either way. So, cool. I like the fact that it just closes on its own. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to fiddle around with it. Here's my top 3 items from Pinterest that I found that really impressed me, that at least were better than nothing and actually pretty good. Number 3 is this one. This particular Magic Chef unit looks sleek. I like the glass fronts. Everything comes out of that cabinet. To me, that's the best solution. So this comes in at number 3. I really like it. Good job, Pinterest. The runner-up has to do with innovation, not really how well the thing actually works. But this corner unit that just pulls out all these different sections, I think this is pretty ingenious. And while not perfected, it really took me by surprise, which I really like. Number 1, the number 1 winner, in my opinion, of all of these different solutions that were on Pinterest has to be this right here. I'm just kidding. Not even close. I wouldn't put that on the bottom of the list. That's not even on the list. My absolute favorite, took me by surprise, was ingenious, was definitely a solution to a problem in a corner cabinet that was really good, was this one right here. Although the mechanism might be a little clunky and a little bit difficult, like to move that over. I'm sure Grandma's not gonna have the best time with that. But the fact that they took this problem area and made a really good solution for it, this is my number 1 winner. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Which one did you like the best overall? There's actually one more solution to save your corner cabinet that you're not gonna find on Pinterest because they're too scared to talk about it. But I'll show you what it is in this video if you want, but beware, it's highly controversial.